articles in the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, Article 18, Article 19, and Article 20. These, ladies and gentlemen, are those articles which create, ensure, and grant the right of freedom of expression, but at the same time, it also carves out certain exception zones. The article says very specifically that advocacy of war is prohibited. So freedom of expression will not include advocacy of war. The freedom of expression will not enable any entity, whether a country or a non-state actor, to propagate war or to create justifications for war. So that is outrightly prohibited in the ICCPR. So International Convention to which Pakistan is a party prohibits any kind of propaganda that advocates war. The other area where there is a prohibition is incitement to violence. No person is permitted to carry out an exercise or an expression which creates an incitement to generate violence. So if there is an incitement to violence through a speech, if there is an incitement to violence through a television program, if there is an incitement to violence through a state, if there is an incitement to violence by a non-state actor, they can be categorized in a prohibitory zone in terms of international law. The religions be defamed. Should the freedom of expression include the right to defame a religion or a religious symbol or a religious personality, not Muslims, but for that matter, every religion? What is an international law on this, and what's a domestic law on this? The international law on this, as I said, is reflected in 18, 19, 20. But if you look at the state practice of the states, since 1960s, my research team calculated there are over 70 plus UN General Assembly resolutions on defamation of religions. So the law relating to defaming of a religion has been very well developed. So the argument internationally is that there is an international customs evolution that you can actually identify in the UN General Assembly resolution sets. There are various sets of resolutions. I don't have the time to go through in detail of that. But some were titled specifically Defamation on Religion resolutions. Then there are specialized resolutions of UN Human Rights Council in Geneva. So UN Human Rights Council in Geneva for the last several years has been passing a set of resolutions. These resolutions are also creating a legal prohibition with respect that we should not arbitrarily defame religious symbols. The domestic laws in Denmark, in Germany, in France, in several other countries, in which it was very clearly identified that you could prosecute individuals, you could prosecute entities and groups if they were found to be defaming a certain religion or a religious symbol.